Hi everyone, welcome to Lucie's Vision. I am Lucie. So today's video, I'm going to do a channel song review, or basically find a hidden meaning to this song, because this song popped up in my head randomly, and I haven't heard this song since I was a child. So I know it was a reason, and it kept, for the last 3 days, it's been in my head. So I know, okay, there's a message there. When it's repeated, anything that's repeated, that means it's a cycle. That means it's a pattern. That means there's something there. Okay, so there's a reason that I need to, I guess, channel this song and find a hidden meaning to it. So this song is called, it's the very Odd Parents theme song. It's their theme song to that cartoon show. I haven't watched this show since I was young. Like, it's been years, you guys, and it just randomly popped in my head. I'm surprised that my brain remembers some of the lyrics when it was replaying my head. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. So it's very interesting. So I went back and I've written the lyrics down for reference, but I'm also going to be playing it in my ear, the theme song, and I'm also going to be watching like the visuals for that, the theme song, for I can see if there's any hidden meaning in the visuals as well. So first I'm going to watch the video and see if I pick up anything and listen to the words as I'm watching the visual, and then I'm gonna go back to my I'm gonna reference the lyrics to take a look at that and see, because I feel like there's a meaning to it. I just don't know what the meaning might be, because it kept replaying. It's like the part that kept replaying was, now I'm hearing another song of the Very Odd Parents. It's like My Shiny Teeth in Me for the last 2 days as well. So it's both. I'm hearing the theme song, and I'm hearing My Shiny Teeth in Me. So it's like, okay. So let's just jump into it. Okay, it's on commercial. I haven't watched Nickelodeon in years, since I was a child, like maybe teenager. Cause like even the past child, I was watching cartoons. So I watch anime. I don't watch cartoon anymore. It's an average kid. Okay, so I'm stopping the visual because like I just noticed something that I didn't notice before. Um, he's going like, let me continue playing it and then I'll come back. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it one more time. Okay, sorry, I have to keep pausing it because there's a lot of there's things that I'm picking up. Okay, so it starts off. The song is playing, the lyrics is playing, but I'm looking at the visual. So let's just describe the visual. So it says Timmy is an average kid that nobody understands. He's on the bus, right? And it's a whole bunch of kids bullying him, so he's being bullied. And then he gets off the bus and it's raining. So that tells me that um, Timmy is an average kid, but he's being bullied for whatever reason. So he's being bullied. He's a bully kid, and there's rain. So it kind of felt like he may be depressed in a way. It gives me that he's either depressed or, yeah, or sad. He's a sad kid because he's been bullied. And it shows that right before he entered his door, it shows like a cardboard of his parents. His parents wasn't there as much. Even when I used to watch it in the show, his parents was barely there. The person that was there was his babysitter, his babysitter was abusive. So his parents was like he was abandoned by his parents. Basically, his parents worked a lot or something like that. I don't remember what the parents do, but I know his parents wasn't barely there. It showed the babysitter holding the cardboard of his parents, basically showcasing that his parents wasn't there in the home. And then it showed the beginning, he was on the bus, and his peers, his children, his peers in school was bullying him. They kept throwing stuff at him. So he told me that he was being bullied, picked on. So then he got off the bus. The setting was, it was raining. So it tells me that he was a sad kid and he was dealing with some type of depression. And as soon as he entered his front entrance door, it was his babysitter that held a cardboard of his parents, indicating that his parents was not in his life as much. So he felt abandoned by his parents and he was being watched by an abusive babysitter. And her name was Vicky. So let me write that down. Depression. So his parents was non-existent in his life, was barely there. So he was dealing with being bullied. He was depressed and sad, and he had an abusive babysitter, and the babysitter name was Vicky, I believe. She was very like verbally abusive. And I think she did things like she hit him and stuff. I'm not quite sure, but I know that she was verbally abusive to this kid, Timmy. So he would always like love to go home. So let me go. Let me. I'm doing part by part. So hold on. So it says Timmy is an average kid that nobody understands. That's the first link that popped up. Timmy is an average kid. Yeah, Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. And then next one it says Mom and Daddy and Vicky always giving him commands. So he's always being controlled and like, well, he's a kid, but like he's because the next night after Timmy is an average kid that no one understands, Mom and Daddy and Vicky always giving him commands. But the thing is, the visual, it shows a cardboard of his parents. They was barely there, but it was holding it was Vicky who was holding the cardboard parents, basically making fun of his situation, that his parents isn't there, and she's like basically his caretaker, but she was abusive. Very interesting. She was abusive. So, and then it says, but gloom and dew up in his room is broken instantly. So that tells me like he loved to go to his room. His room was his happy place. Oh my god, I kind of feel like it's similar to me a little bit. His room was his happy place. It was his escape, because I'm gonna get to the next part. He loved to be by himself, secluded, away from his parents, away from the well, his parents are non-existent, but even though, yeah, away from his parents, because his parents didn't understand him. No one understand him, but I'm gonna get to that part. No one understand him, so he loved to rush home to go to his room. It was his escape, because it says, but gloom and doom up in his room is broken instantly. So that illusion is broken down once he go in his room. The illusion of being depressed, the illusion of being sad, the illusion that his parents is barely there, the illusion of people not understanding him, the illusion that he's being bullied. Okay, like he broke that illusion as soon as he goes in his room. He rushed up the stairs. So that tells me he's going up to his happy place, into his, which is his room. But what's in his room? So we're gonna get to the next part. He's so he goes up to his room and he's instantly happy because um by his magic little fish who grants his every wish. So he has two. If you guys are familiar with the show, he has two fish in the fishbowl. That is his fairy odd parents. They grant his every wish. So this tells me that Timmy Turner, this kid who was bullied and he was depressed and he was sad and he felt very misunderstood, and his escape was his room where he could speak to his fish. So it tells me this kid had a very active imagination, um, very active imagination. I had, why do I feel like this is so similar to me? When I was a kid. Okay, active imagination. He had a very, very active imagination. Um, so I'm not saying that what he was experiencing was false, because I believe it wasn't. I feel like it was actually true reality for him. But it made Dean from the outside looking in that it was he had a very active imagination. Yeah, because in reality, they may look like ordinary fish, but they're not. They are his very odd parents. So that could also mean his spirit guides, his people. If you guys are familiar with the spiritual community, you may understand what I mean by this. It's basically when you have a spirit guide, they are there to like guide you and assist you and grant your every wish in a way to help you and to help you ascend, to help you with your life purpose. So his fishes is his very odd parents, aka his spirit guides. They are guiding him through this depression and this feeling broken. He feels broken in a way, but they are his happy place. They are his escape because they help him in a way escape this reality that he's living in. Because it says, because in reality there are his odd parents, very odd parents, Wanda and Wings, which is the girl fish and the girl very odd parent. And then Cosmo is the floating crowning things. And it says odd parents, very odd parents, odd parents, very odd parents. And it says, and then let's just get to it. So basically, in the visual, it shows that the fairy odd parents grant everything that he wants, like making him happy, everything that he wants. They always try to cater to him to make sure that he's happy and that he gets what he wants. And these fairy odd parents are definitely his spirit guides, or fairies, because fairies are real. If you guys don't know, so they help him through this process. So and then it then this and then it in the visual it has Timmy singing. It says Timmy said reality mod, pea pod, buff bod, hot rod, obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake, birthday cake, large fry, chocolate shake. So he's speaking it into existence. Although his fairy odd parents is granting every wish, but he's the one who's speaking it. He is what he wants. So he's speaking into existence. So that goes into the power of the tongue, manifestation. So it's actually him that's manifesting all these things, but he's just thinking that it's the fish that's doing all the work. That he thinks his fish, which he called them his fairy odd parents, is that's actually granting his wish, but no, it's actually him because of his imagination. He's manifesting it. And then okay, so then it ends. It goes back to the chorus. Our parents, very our parents. It flips your lid when you are a kid. They're very our parents. And then Vicky, she ends it. She's like, yeah, right. So she basically doesn't believe that what I don't know if she ever found out that he has. I don't remember how the show went and how it ended, but she basically don't believe his active imagination that what's happening in his room is true. But the thing is, now I'm understanding now that I watched the visual and hearing the lyrics that this is all about manifestation. It's all about your imagination that you could what you imagine you can manifest. And that was Timmy basically represent that. That show represent that. But now I'm looking at the deeper meaning of this. Okay, so his all parents is spirit guides. Obviously, they're guiding him through this situation that he's dealing with, his depression, because he's a sad kid. He's being bullied, so his only escape is his head, his imagination. Like he's creating what he wants. He's creating his happy place. He's creating his paradise, his heaven, his what makes him happy. So he goes into his head and he has this active imagination, thinking that his fishes are his odd parents. That and he said and he started listing everything that he wants. He was like, Rowdy Mod. I don't know what the fuck this was. Let me go back to this part because I don't know. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's like he started listing Peepaw, Buffball, Hot Rod, Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose. So he starts to speak what he wants. Not only is he imagining all this and he's seeing that in his mind, he starts to speak it. And so I guess that's like the power of the tongue. And he's just having fun in his like imagination and his reality that he's creating. But I believe his OddParents is his spirit guides helping him manifest these things as well. So they're guiding him, but he's the one who's actually doing it, and he doesn't even realize it. I don't think he ever figured that out. But so that's what that show was about. Timmy Turner, he was a bully kid. I didn't even realize he was like a sad kid, but he was. If you listen to the song and you see the theme song, the visuals for the theme song, it indicates that he was being bullied, and the rain indicates that he was sad or he was depressed, and his parent was not in the home, so he's abandoned. So no wonder I was so attached to the show, because it's like literally my life. I always escaped into my mind. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. I said that's very. I was trying to say that's very interesting, but I said that's very industry. I mean, that may be something there. That was very weird. I'm like, what? Why would I say that? Very industry. Huh. Very industry. I don't know. But, like, I feel like these kids that get bullied, like, were you bullied as a child, or you experience some type of trauma, abuse, being bullied or whatnot, or parents not in your home and not there for you, being misunderstood. Oftentimes these children, they always go in their head. They're very creative. It's easier for them to manifest growing up because of what they how they were so accustomed to go into their mind, how they were accustomed to escape their reality because they didn't like their reality. So it's easy for them to manifest. That's what I feel like the show is telling me. That's very interesting. You guys, I want to do the other song, My Shiny Teeth in Me. So that's the other very OddParents song. It's one of the episodes of one of the characters in that show. That popped up in my head as well. So I'm going to do that next. So see you guys next. Bye. Lucie out.